Yo, SA, San Antonio, what's good? How you all living? What's happening, partner? Hey, you got any plans for this hump day, SA?
What's happening, partner?
Anything going on? Anything going on tonight? Maybe get out midweek. Maybe trip around the Riverwalk. Dial me in. It's been a minute. What's going on in town? Any new clubs? Any new bars? Any new developments at all? Any massive entertainment events with global reach and historical stakes happening in town tonight? Hell yes, there is. I see you, San Antonio. You are in that white hot spotlight once again. Welcome back, y'all. Hey, Ben in San Antonio, this is for you. I'm not making you wait today, Benny. Welcome back to the party, pal. Gino,
This is for
you. All of San Antonio, this is for you. Game 1 of the NBA Finals is tonight, and not a second too soon, as we get the matchup that we all wanted and the matchup that the NBA desperately needed, Spurs v. Knicks. What an awesome matchup. Compelling as hell. I love it. The league's next potential dynasty, led by the unstoppable alien Victor Wembanyama, going up against a Knicks squad that is on a historic postseason heater, trying to win their first world championship in more than 5 decades, led by Jalen Brunson, who, if he can pull this off, could go down, will go down as the greatest Knick ever. Yes, I said it. But can he pull it off? It is an enormous ask. And if you ask me, it says here, it's probably too much to ask. Now, hold up, Knicks fan. I know what you've done to get here. I know what you're doing is currently unprecedented. That no team in the history of the league, regular season or postseason, has ever had an 11-game stretch like the one you just had. And it's not just that you're winning. It's how you're winning. Curb stomping and beating the hell out of anybody and everybody who dares to step on the same floor with you. I get it. And you are nice. And this is a team that's getting it done on both ends. Shooting the hell out of it. Connected as hell. Playing like you're on a string. Man, there is so much to like about the Knicks. And I do think they're good enough to win 4 more games. And it wouldn't shock me if they did. And from the standpoint of team content, part of me hopes that they do pull this off because it would be a hell of a story. From near implosion, trailing the Hawks 2-1 in the first round, to coming out of nowhere to go on an all-time heater and shock the world and have Knick fan go absolutely berserk and lose their collective mind. Man, that's absolute gold. You know I'm here for it. Part of me is even rooting for it. However, I do have a job to do. And if I take a step back for a minute, and if I'm being totally objective, I just don't see it. Yeah, I know. What a buzzkill. What a record scratch. What a wet blanket. Hear me out on this. Yes, the Knicks are on a historic run. And no, they don't get to pick who they beat. But who did they beat? The delusional and pathetic Cavs, who think that they actually were better than the Knicks and actually won that series, even though they got their asses swept. I mean, analytically, I guess they did win the series.
I think we won the I said 3 out of 3. We're 2
So
out
they
of 3.
beat them. Myopic as hell. They beat the scrubby Sixers. Again, they can't control who they beat. I just don't want to hear, hey, look what they just did. They curb stomped the Cavs. They curb stomped the 76ers. And they're going to do the exact same thing with the Spurs. No, they're not. No, they're not. Because one of these things is not like the others. The Spurs are nothing like the Cavs. The Spurs are nothing like the 76ers. The Spurs are nothing like the Hawks. And the Knicks have not seen anything like San Antonio. Not in terms of the matchups. their athleticism, their depth, how well coached they are, how hungry they are. In fact, as impressive, you're not going to like this, Knicks fan, as impressive as the Knicks run is, and it is, it's still not as impressive to me as what the Spurs did to get here. Namely, beat the defending champs and the two-time MVP SGA. Not only beat them, but beat them in their house twice, including Game 7. That, to me, is more impressive than beating hapless Myopians like the Cavs by 30. And no, I don't have a problem with Wemby getting all weepy after winning the Western Conference Finals before, quote, finishing the job. I've got no problem with that. I have no problem with that. However, others do, including no less of an icon and an authority as Kevin Garnett. You see, KG has got a big problem with it.
Alien got to go through some heartache to be able to tell the fairy tale Hallmark card story. You understand? He got to go through some. He's crying in Western Conference Finals. That was too emotional for that to be. That was too emotional for me.
Oh, what?
Yeah, man. He got 4 more games to try to get. You got to go through the finals now. Nah, you still got to be even killed right here. And that trophy, that ain't what that's cool. Yeah, we beat them, cool. But I got a whole nother sight, and it's up here. It's going to take my energy to run up this hill. I can't be you. Nah, that's how bad they wanted to beat OKC. You know what I'm saying? But, man, this right here, nah. And then, to me, this is the Knicks' only window I see. They got to get it right now.
Tell you what, far be it from me ever to disagree with KG. I don't know that I've ever disagreed with KG. The only issue I had with KG is that when he retired, he just went away. Man, thank goodness the landscape is what it is right now, and then he'll show up, and he'll do that, and KG will go KG. Look, he's got a point. And on some level, he is right.
That's right.
Again, job not done. And KG, as we know, is a different dude. He's a different dude. I mean that in the best way. KG is a different dude from a different era. Except Wemby is a different dude from a different planet. He's an alien. And yes, that kind of emotion after the conference finals was a little different. But everything about this dude is different. And I have absolutely no concern about this dude thinking that that was the de facto NBA Finals. Letting his guard down and not being ready for or overlooking the Knicks. Nobody's got to tell this dude, job not done. Nobody needs to tell this dude that he needs 4 more wins. He freaking knows it. He knows it better than anybody because we have never seen a 22-year-old like this guy. I'm not saying he knows everything. I'm not saying he's perfect. I'm saying he knows how to tell time and he knows how to count to 4. Believe me. This dude is going to be a freaking problem for the Knicks. He's going to be a bigger problem for the Knicks than Brunson is going to be for the Spurs. Brunson, love him. As great as he is, he has not had to deal with the sort of defensive heat and athleticism that the Spurs are going to bring to it. Defensively, the Cavs, the 76ers, man, they were freaking traffic cones. Look how ordinary the Spurs made SGA look. And if they did that to him, they can do it to Brunson too, who, despite what you say about the flopper, is not SGA. Brunson's not. Brunson is not going to like Stephon Castle at all. If he does get over, and if the Knicks do win, and he's the reason, man, I will take it all back. I will walk it all back. I will own all of it. But as great as Brunson is, and I think he is great, I love the guy's a baller. I love his toughness. I love him as a leader. Man, there's so many interesting matchups in this series. I just don't see it happening for the Knicks. I just see the Spurs creating more problems for the Knicks than the Knicks do the Spurs. And no, I do not care about the Spurs' inexperience either. To me, it's overrated. It's overrated, and given how far ahead of schedule these guys are, it really does not apply to this crew. Not ready for the moment. Not ready for the moment or the big stage. Freaking Wemby lives for the moment and the big stage. Well, except at Yankee Stadium. I'll get to that later on. There's no place that alien would rather be than on the floor with all eyes on him, and especially in the Mecca. Rabid Knicks fans will be coming for this guy's soul, and he's going to get so much fuel from it. He's going to love every moment of it. Again, built differently. Do not assume this cat is soft because he cried. Do not think he's soft because of his build. He'll carve your heart out. Cry. He damn near made Chet Holmgren cry. He pretty much made him quit in the last round. Bottom line, to me, Cat, I see Cat, mate. Cat is going to need to stay out of foul trouble.
We see Cat, mate.
Is going to have to keep knocking down long-range jumpers and pull Wemby away from the basket for the Knicks to win. For the Knicks to win, they're going to have to slow the Spurs down because they're streaky as hell shooting it. We know that. If you can prevent the Spurs from getting out, running, getting downhill, getting into a rhythm, then you have a chance. And the Knicks do have a chance. And I like them. I like them a lot. I just like the Spurs better. San Antonio in 6. If I'm wrong, I'll own it. But y'all know me. I'm rarely wrong. I'm the first one to admit it when I am, but I'm rarely wrong. Hey, I love this series. I love it. I think it's going to be competitive. It's going to be good. The association needs it. We all need it. Spurs in 6. Who you got? Who do you like?